Hey guys, fudge. I'm here. This is, I know I'm late, I said 3, but, oh well. I'm doing the Teen Wolf configuration thing. Oh my god, I'm gonna shoot this camera. Um, and last night's episode was pretty freaking awesome. If you guys watched it. If you haven't watched it, don't watch this yet, because I'm going to be talking about everything that happened in the show. I actually just rewatched it before I came here to do this right now to make sure that I had all my facts right. Um, and this is episode 207, Restraint. Oh, and some pretty awkward shit goes down. Um, I don't know how many cram this into 15 minutes. Quite a long discussion. But if I can't, um, then I'll most likely make a second one and just, yeah, do another one until I'm done doing all the topics. Okay, so let's start with the woman at the beginning. Okay, the couple at the beginning. I found that I was like, okay, so Jackson's killing, some random dude and then sees some pregnant lady and leaves her alone. I was like, okay, whatever. But then I thought, okay, what the hell? Who's the hooded guy? Right? And we're going to get to that later. And I just found it really just weird. I was like, what's going on? Who is this couple, number one? Number two, it doesn't seem like Jackson in Kanema form would kill someone, because they discovered that Kanemas only kill murders, and I highly doubt that guy was a murderer, um, unless they break free from their master, and then they can kill on their own. So I was just curious about that. I was like, oh my god, what's going on? So then it went on to the Scott and Styles restraining order situation. I was like, wow, I didn't think Jackson was going to go through it. I thought he was joking last episode, I'm going to get a restraining order. But, of course, Jackson is a pretty serious person, so never knows how to have fun. So when I saw his dad, naming all that stuff, I was like, wow. Over Styles just being Styles? Like, come on, it's Styles. Like, everyone knows it's Styles. And I just found that ridiculous, And, I was so sad when Scott's mom was like, no Styles. I was like, oh my god. Scott without Styles is like SpongeBob without Patrick. It's like a no-no. It doesn't go. It doesn't go. And, Scott and Styles, when Styles was trying to like walk up to his mom, and Scott's mom like yells at him. I just laughed at that part. But the part where she got really angry and like yelled about the keys, I was like, whoa, angry mama. My god, issues. But of course, I'd be mad too if my son was like going all haywire. And then the stupid thing is, she assumes that it's Scott's father that he's stressing about. And I was just like, oh, if you only knew, But then they showed friggin' Jackson sitting in the chair and he giving this smirk. I was like, that son of a bitch. I was like, are you kidding? He knows what the hell is going on, and he knows that Styles and Scott are right. He knows exactly that, because they show him, shinging out his little nail things or whatever. The same shit that Scott and all the other damn werewolves have. Those where they just shing, and it's like, whoosh. Yeah. Anyway. Then there's Scott and Allison. That was adorable. I was like, oh man. I'm always like that when it comes to Scott and Allison. Those two are just just cute. And that was something. And then there's Jackson and the snake. Don't even... Oh my god. I was just like, are you serious? Are you serious? He looked at the tarantula, and I'm seriously terrified of spiders, so the whole time I was like itching myself up. I was like, oh my god, it's a spider, you know? And then it showed him with the snake, and I was like, okay, he's a reptile, the snake's a reptile. What are you gonna do with the reptile? It's a reptile. Okay. Then I see it slithering up his arm, and of course I've had snakes around me before, you know, so I wasn't too terrified about that. I was like, okay, what you doing? Holding the snake. Okay. And then I saw it go into his mouth, and I was like, that's just nasty. I was just like, oh my god. And then the way he looked at the teacher, I was like, oh my god. What the hell? I was like, shit just goes down in Teen Wolf, I swear. I was like, so Jackson, where does Jackson come from? It's like, Jackson is going to become more of a snake now, more than he already is, you know. Ugh. I was like, oh my goodness. Here we go again. And then there was Derek, Isaac, and Erica in the underground part. I love Daniel Sharman, who plays Isaac. I wish he was in this episode more. But it was just, I found, I agree with both Derek and Isaac, but, on what they were saying. But, Derek was kind of right. They need to catch the Kanima first before the whole Argent family goes after them. After the Kanima, sorry. And it makes more sense because I agree with Derek. He said that Gerard knew the Kanima somehow, or had some type of connection, or knew something more than Derek did. So Derek was just angry about that, and I was like, true. I was like, okay. So now the Kanima. So we know the Kanima is Jackson. But the thing is, I think that part at the beginning with the woman might have actually been Jackson's parents, because, well, I'll talk about the reason later, when I get to that part, but, it's pretty, I was just like, okay, the Kanima is Jackson, right? And then it just, like, happens to be that the teacher, the chemistry teacher, sorry, I'm reading, like, the paper, let's see, I have everything written down of topics, and, I was looking at that, and I was like, okay, the chemistry teacher, what the fuck, you know, that sticker that was on his car, I was like, oh my god, it's him! He is Jackson's master. I think that's it. Because if you remember, when they first found out that it was Jackson, Scott, the black dude, Isaac, you know, except Isaac and Erica were knocked out. When Derek, Lydia doesn't know, but when Derek, Allison, Stiles, and Scott saw the Kanima on Scott's roof, and Scott said under his breath, Jackson, because Lydia ran out of the house, Jackson, or the Kanima, ran to a car, and the car had a sticker on the back that said, imagination is more important than knowledge, or something like that. And I was like, oh my goodness, you know, at first I was like, why the hell are they showing a sticker, you know, what's the point of the sticker? It's a sticker. A bumper sticker, whatever. And then I see why they showed us it now, because now it's revealed in this episode how it shows the chemistry teacher driving off, and his car has the sticker on the back. I mean, how many friggin' teachers do you know who have that bumper sticker, you know? So I'm thinking that the teacher is Jackson's master. I think that's why he put his hand there. And I think the teacher was the one who got into Jackson's house and did the whole tape situation. I think that was him. Um, Now let's talk about Scott's mom searching his room. Oh my gosh, I was laughing the whole time. Like, when she was, like, walking back and forth, she was like, no, maybe I should, no, maybe I should. And then I'm like, okay, so she's just gonna straighten up his room, like she said. All I see is her straightening it up, and, like, all of a sudden, this woman's, like, throwing clothes everywhere and, like, dashing everything, and then she finds the box of condoms. She finds the box of condoms, and she tips it over, and only one falls out. I was like, oh my god, Scott, you're so smart. And his mom just had this look on her face like, oh shit, damn it. You know, and I was just laughing at that. Oh my god, I just died. Oh my god, that was hilarious. Now, Jackson and Allison in the locker room, that was terrifying. I was like, whoa, Jackson, getting all up in Allison's face there. At first I thought he was either gonna, not rape her, but like trying to pull a move on her. That's what I thought he was gonna do. But instead, he's going all wacko jacko on poor Allison. And Allison is crying or tearing up, either one, same thing. And Jackson's just getting all up in her grill. And like, oh my god, I was just like, oh my gosh, Allison, punch him in his face or something, he's naked, kick him in his balls, that'll cause extra pain, something. And then when he's like, oh, I hope your dad taught you self-defense, and you know, she's like, he did, and she like flings him, and like, they end up on top of each other, and that seemed to snap Jackson back to Jackson. You know, Scott came 1 second too early, because if Jackson, when Jackson was pulling up his shorts, you know, Scott just dashed in, you know, and that was crazy. But I think it was the snake that was kind of controlling and manipulating Jackson's mind, and we'll get to why later. But I think that's you know, what was kind of mind controlling him. Okay, before Allison went into the locker room, there was Matt and Allison. I found that kind of awkward. You know, she's trying to get in to see what the hell's going on with Jackson. And this friggin' idiot dude is like, oh, hey, you wanna go to a party, blah, blah, blah. And I don't think she noticed that she said yes. I think she just said yes because of the hell of saying yes, because the dude was getting in her way and she just needed to get him out of the way. So, and the look he had, like, in my head I was just like, you loser. She's in love with Scott. You know that. She ain't gonna go to no fucking rave with you. She's just gonna take the ticket and dash that shit. Like, come on, let's get real now. Like, you really think she's gonna go to a rave with you? Like, hello? She kinda has a boyfriend, she's not. And he looked at it as like, oh gosh, I'm getting a date with Allison Argent. Like, nope. Hello? So anyway, Lydia and Styles. Now, I don't know if I'm the only one, but I think Lydia should just get with Styles. Like, they would go kind of cute together. Or Styles and Erica. Maybe, I don't know. That whole part where Erica tells Styles about her crush on him and all that, I was like, oh, okay. And Erica and Styles, when Erica was had her claws on him, and he was like, oh yeah, you're gonna have your claws on in front of the camera. You know, I found that kind of funny. Okay, right now I'm gonna stop because I'm about to hit 15 minutes and I'm not allowed to. So I'm gonna do a second one. Okay.